you guys, my name is Courtney Jay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a little bit after 3 a.m. I just made it back from the club and I decided to just go ahead and start the vlog off today. Today is Friday, May 27th, I think, if I'm finally able to get the dates right. I think I'm getting a little bit better. So right now I am just separating my money from tonight, well, last night, and surprisingly I had a really good Thursday. Like, Thursdays for me are like not so busy, like typical weekday money, and it's just not that busy, you know. However, this time it was a bit different, so I'm gonna take it as Thursdays are just hit or miss days. Hit or miss, because today was most definitely a hit for sure. For sure, it was worth me staying all day. And then I also went to sleep. Like, I was taking naps and stuff because I was meditating on the thought of me just basically relaxing, like just being more relaxing when it comes to life and just anything and everything, you know. So I think that, like, me practicing that really helps me to just be more at ease and detached from everything, you know. So I'm practicing that too. And I was just reflecting on like what my purpose is in life, why I do what I do. And my cousin put me onto this. She was telling me about how, like, angel numbers, you have your even angel numbers, which is in the feminine, and your odd angel numbers are in the masculine, which basically means with the odd numbers you're actually putting in like willpower in a sense, and with the even numbers you're going off of the feminine energy where you're attracting, you're not asking, you're getting confirmation, you're getting the nurturing and stuff like that. And then if you look into what the angel numbers mean, it all makes sense. So she made that point, and then she also said to make sure that whatever I'm doing, it aligns with my purpose, not just my desires. Because if you do something that's out of alignment, that's typically when mishap happens or inconveniences happen or whatever. And she was basically saying how things flow a bit differently when I'm up north versus when I'm down south. And she was saying it's because I desire to be up north more. Now, in regards to me not working in Charlotte anymore, and I'm in a different city in North Carolina, I still do well there. It was just that last weekend experience. So, you know, it's just at the end of the day, I have to tell myself there's more than enough customers that do like me, that do prefer me, than those that don't. And if anything, I'm going to team up with a girly of a different race, and we're going to go on stage together. Because if they really like her or whatever, then, you know. Or I team with another brown girly, and they just going to have to, you know. And I guess once I live closer to the club, it'll be easier for me to pick up on regulars, I guess. But really, I don't even want to say that, because it was easy for me to pick up on my regular up here, and he sees me every Wednesday. Easy $1,000 to $2,000. Like, yeah, so never mind on what I just said. No limitations. But yeah, so my Thursday was very, very, very fruitful and prosperous. Today is Friday. I do have to be at my club at 11:30 a.m. I'm gonna have enough sleep, so I'm not worried about that. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the previous video. If you haven't watched it already, make sure you go watch it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned into how this beautiful day is going. I'm gonna do my night routine and take this makeup off. I'm so ready to go to sleep. Hey, you guys. So it is a little bit after 10 a.m. and I woke up around 9:42. And I went to Beefus, and it sucks. Like, they have the same thing every day here at this hotel, unfortunately. Like, things spice it up a bit, but they don't, which is okay. The eggs tasted like water. It wasn't appetizing. Like, the first eggs I had, they were cold. So I was like, let me go get the new ones they put out that were hot. And they literally tasted like water. So I'm just drinking some tea right now. Refreshment Mint by the brand Tazo, if I said that correctly. I've been obsessed with tea over the past few months, and I F with it. My throat sounds a bit raspy, so I'm just gonna have to like cough up whatever's stuck in my throat. I know that sounds gross, but I don't know, like whenever I come up here, like I said before, my allergies just, they choose to act how they want to act. However, I did walk off with an apple, so I'm most likely just gonna relax until like 10:30, 10:35, and then I'll refreshen myself and my face and everything, pack my new bag for work tonight, and head out. Now it is supposed to be raining today, so we're gonna see like how things are when it's rainy, and if nothing extravagant is going on, then I'm going to like head back here early. This water is really good, by the way, that they have in the hotel. It literally goes down so smooth. Like, I cannot explain it other than that, and it just tastes really, really good. Just guys, it is a little bit after 1 o'clock, and there's currently 5 guys in here. Hey you guys, I'm hiding in the restroom. Well, I actually have to use the restroom, but I just finished doing a 1 hour. Fortunately, I was in the back working on my Instagram reels, and then the bartender said, hey, do you want to make some money? And she called me to the front, and this guy, he wanted a champagne room because it's his birthday, so I got a quick hour out the way with him. It was just like, because I normally like upcharge on my stuff. Like, we can make our own charges for our 30-minute 1 hours. So the bartender told him like the regular price, and I was like, fudge. So for the second one we did, I had to like upcharge him, and then I told him to give me like extra money or whatever. Because normally if I do an hour, I'm getting like, you know, 1,000 for it. But the bartender messed it up because she told him the actual price of the starting thing, and I was like, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. And one of the guys that loves to watch me on stage is here too, so about to get some stage love. Love to see it. So good. Hey you guys, so it is 9:30. I just finished doing a single dance, and the guy was like, he paid the exact amount. And I was like, you could have at least given me, you know, XYZ for like the tip. And he was like, maybe we'll get to know you better. Like, I'm literally not about to waste my time for you to get to know me for $10 extra. I'm gonna leave him be. I'm gonna relax right now. I'm probably just gonna lay out in like the VIP section and look at TikTok or something. I decided that I have to start distracting myself with stuff when I'm not doing anything to keep myself occupied, or even if I'm just like relaxing or something, you know. Hello, my beautiful souls. It is a little bit after 4 a.m. and I have made it home. Today was actually a cool day. I was really in good spirits. I'm surprised that I didn't take a nap today, because normally I take naps throughout the day, but I just relaxed. I was sleepy at one point. I ate a lot today. I feel like I ate a lot. Like, lunchtime, I ordered myself 12 wings, and then this guy ordered me some more food around like 1 a.m. and stuff. And most of the guys that I talked to tonight were receptive to my energy, so I appreciated that. I didn't get a lot of rejections and stuff, and I was able to get my last $20 from this French guy who I was talking to, and I basically got him to just pay me for the conversation without having to ask. Because, you know, you have those guys that will make so many excuses as to why they don't want to do a dance, and I tap into my bimbo now once they start doing that, and then I'm just like, You know, like I've heard it all before and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, it's not my fault that blah blah blah, you know. So then at that point, if they're generous, you know, then they'll give me something, or they just won't. I mean, I don't know. And there were a lot of Jamaicans in there tonight, and I kid you guys not, all of the Jamaicans were on the same type of time. They say that where they're from, they do like extra stuff at their clubs. Like I guess they actually do intercourse and stuff. So it was interesting. So even when I was using my play on words just to get them to go into the room, because once you pay the money or once you go back there or whatever, you can't get it back. So even with my play on words, these dudes were still like, okay, let's have sex. And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant when I said XYZ. Yep. And then this guy bought hookah. So I was lit with the hookah too, man. I'm gonna start smoking hookah during the after dark. So at my club, the main club, like the big part of the club, closes at a certain hour, and then they extend the after dark side of the club for another for like 1 or 2 hours, 2 extra hours on 2 to 3 hours on the weekends, and then an extra hour on the weekdays. During my downtime, I'll be disconnected from my surroundings, therefore I won't care if it's slow. And then how I look at it now, like we work in a club industry, you know, so it's like anything can happen in here, so who really cares? And no matter how many slow nights or average nights we experience, at the end of the day, how many times, if you're a dancer, then you understand, like how many times have we always made more than enough money? So I hold myself accountable for being a brat sometimes and just being too like emotional and attached to things just because I have things to take care of. And then when I realign myself from meditating, I understand that it's not even about the money, it's about what I desire in life, my experiences. And that's really what I just have to focus on. It's less about the money, more so about being in alignment with my desires and just understanding like, hey, everything is already created. I am not my thoughts. Like, we just receive thoughts. They influence our reality, but they do not, in a sense, create it, because things are already created. So our perception of life is what actually, quote unquote, creates a reality. Or I guess in simpler terms, is the reason why your reality is the way that it is based off your perception of it. So however you perceive life is what you'll experience in life, in a sense. So when you are in a neutral state of mind and you allow thoughts to just come and go, like for me, I allowed whatever thoughts I had last weekend in North Carolina, I allowed myself to just allow those thoughts to go away on their own. And then I switched my perception, and I was like, that weekend taught me how to detach from reality even more. And it also taught me that I can have a weekend where I make less than what I expected, and then, you know, I'm still taken care of. I'm still able to travel. I'm still able to do XYZ. I'm still able to receive abundance in so many forms, you know? So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm always taken care of. There's nothing wrong with me. There's never, ever anything wrong with me. And to just be more relaxed in life, you know? So I was just really chill throughout the day. I didn't really give a crap about rejection as much, if there was any, which I did experience a little bit, but I was just so detached. I didn't care. Like, yeah, very nonchalant. I'm a whole Gemini. I don't understand. Like, I'm a very emotional Gemini towards myself. So I'm learning how to just be more into my Gemini, which is just not caring so much, like being nonchalant so far. So this is what we have in ones, you guys. Yeah, my stage set during day shift was pretty good, and towards the middle of day shift going into night shift, and then throughout the night I just hustled the room basically. And this is all that we have in 20s. And I did do an hour champagne room for a day shift, so that's that. 2 10s, 2 50s, and then some 5s. Hey you guys, so it is a little bit after 3 o'clock and I literally look like a freaking poodle. I just got to work. I started my cycle last night, as you guys know, so I'm kind of cramping a bit, but it's okay. And yes, I do work while I'm on my cycle. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I've never had any problems being on my period while working, just for the record. Yeah, and I don't understand why the drivers, every time they drop me off, they're like, are you a dancer, blah blah blah, and I just lie to them and I'd be like, I'm a bartender, or I'll be like, I'm just here to drop off something to my friend or something, because I don't know, like, I don't like talking about that type of stuff with my drivers. Like, just drop me off and leave me alone.
Give it up for Blanca. She's gonna take.
Hey you guys, so it is a little bit after 8:30. My regular that comes to see me on Wednesdays came to see me, so I just did a 1 hour with him. So he paid $10.20, so I get $800 out of it, plus the extra tips that I'm gonna get from him. So I'm about to break his wallet. Is that the same? Shake with a heart. Oh shit, my nipple. That's cool. Hey you guys, so it is currently like 6:13 in the AM. I just got done talking to one of my friends and my cousin, because you know normally I do the money count while talking about my night when it's still dark outside. But tonight was a good night. I had a very prosperous week. The least I made this week was $800 and something, and that was on Thursday. So yeah, so I consider Thursdays to be my slow days, just from what I've experienced at both of my new clubs. But I also experienced nights when I got close to 1,000 on a Thursday. So now I think that my Thursdays are just hit or miss days. I could get average nights or I could get close to 1,000. So I'm just going to leave it alone at that. But everything else was fine. My regular came to see me again today. Love him. And yeah, he started off my night really well. Day shift was really well. Did some dances, and then throughout the night I was just getting people into the after dark side of the club, you know, like, who wants to see my punani? Marketing like crazy. And tonight I did TMI. I did experience my first time bleeding through. But it's okay. And yes, I do work while I'm on my cycle. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I've never had any problems being on my period while working. I'm appreciative that my regular didn't care. And if you guys don't know about this, or if anybody ever talked about it, this is my first time in my year of dancing ever experiencing something like this. Ever. I don't even know how that even managed to happen. To be honest, it just happened. And what a lot of girls have told me, even my sister, some guys literally do not care if you bleed through, bleed on them, if your tampon string is showing. I forgot who said this to me. It was my sister or somebody. They said that the guy literally like pulled on their tampon string. Some guys are so nasty. But yeah, so experienced that. And my regular cared so much about me. He was trying to make sure that I wasn't sad. He was like, I don't want you to be sad, you know, I don't want you to be stressed out because of me, and blah blah blah. Like, he is literally the sweetest. And then the rest of the night I didn't have any outfit problems, so yay. And everything works out so perfectly, because I normally don't dance when my cycle is like really heavy. So it's just fortunate that I'll be back in Charlotte today because I have a flight today to go back, and I won't be working until the weekend because I only go back to my other club for the weekend as of right now. So there's that. I'm really proud of myself and everything, and that's really pretty much it. I've been practicing being a conscious allower, which basically actually I'll put the TikTok video up.
Hold on to the good feeling thoughts, because your thoughts definitely influence your reality. They don't create, but they influence, and based on how your reality is being influenced, it creates your perception. Your perception creates how you interact and show up in your reality, and that's what's causing the manifestations to occur. So that's why I say be a conscious allower, so you can allow these good feeling thoughts to come to you.
This is what I got in hundreds from the room that I did with my regular. The club took out 220. So that's that. And this is what I have in ones for tonight. I have these in fives, and this is what I have in 20s. So very prosperous week. I'm very, 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 very happy. I'm at peace. I'm relaxed, and all is well, and well is amazing. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to stay tuned. And I don't know if I shared this with you guys yet or not, but I did meet one of my subscribers here where I am at. So if you end up watching this video, you are so beautiful. I enjoyed meeting you the last time I was here, and I have a lot of fun working in the same environment as you. And I just find it so cool how I don't even have to share my location of where I'm dancing at, and I'll still meet my YouTube supporters in person. That is so freaking amazing. But yeah, until next time, my lovelies, I love you. Stay up, stay lovely, and remember that you are the observer of your reality.